just have to say, come on, Daddy and Dexter. Still sweepies. Hey, are they still sweepies? Is they right, mate? Come on, hurry up. Should we send him a video? Say, hurry up, mate, get out of bed. What you doing? What? Oh, big yawns. Big yawnies. Big yawns. Oh, dear. Oh, you're such a sweet baby. Yes. Oh, stop. What happened? So he sits in here when I'm working. And when he wants attention, he just sits up like this and leans his head on my leg. Or he'll just nudge me with his foot, so he sits right back like he's doing now. And then just kind of kicks me with his front paws. He's like, hello, lady. Well, it looks like we've been early birds this morning compared to John and Dex. So they're going to head out in a little bit. But get to a point where Murphy gets a little bit of a quiver on, and I know with Coop that was like a borderline, I could really do with a wee now, Mum, if that's okay. So I don't normally like leaving it that long. Normally they don't give us any indication apart from in the morning when they might need to go to the toilet. So it's up to us at the minute to take them every time that we think. So it's like 4 or 5 times a day because they're not telling us yet. So obviously that's absolutely fine and we'll work with them. But it is just a case of trying to keep on top of all of that. So yeah, right, I'll grab a treats, grab a squeaky ball. I'll grab Mr. Murphy, who's just staring at me now. Peekaboo, peekaboo. You want to go for a walk? Right, Mr. Murphy, not pulling terribly on his lead this morning, which is great. Oh, good boy. And then we'll see which way he wants to go. You want to come this way? Come this way. Good boy. Are you on the sniffsies? You can have all the sniffsies. Oh, mate, you scared yourself. Come on, buddy, this way. You scared yourself, you banana. Hey? That's how jittery he is, bless him. Like any movement of, you have to watch it, because obviously all the leaves and twigs and stuff, and if you accidentally step on a twig, so this is quite cool, then come this way, buddy. Come this way. And then he literally will jump out of his skin, so we need to get off these leaves. Come here, buddy. Come on, off the leaves. Off the leaves, I know. As soon as we get off the leaves, we'll be good. So after getting off to a rather speedy start this morning, we've decided we're having a sniffy walk this morning. Hey, is it all the sniffies? Hey? So you can have all the time in the world for sniffing. This way, buddy. Come on. So a nice, slow, sniffy morning. Beautiful view. Lovely old train track path. All the time. No, buddy. No, bud. Come on. Oh, he's a good boy. Wow, this bit really does empty out some. It gets all proper. You really don't get stuck in that mud down there, do you? And that goes into the river there. And he's a good boy. He would not go over a bridge the other day. And now look at him. You're bridge pro, mate. Hey? We are going to turn around just after this bridge, though. Make him go over it first, because, you know, conditioning and all that. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Right, should we go back? What are you thinking? You want to go? Okay, we'll go back then. There we go. So there is a controversial take that I did before, because people don't pick up poo around here. They really don't. The amount of poo. I wanted to sit on a bench and just let him see that it's okay to stop for a bit. But I couldn't, because the bench was literally surrounded by dog poo. So I've seen 4 bins so far on this particular walk. So it's not like there isn't anywhere to put them. However, I was about, 5 minutes away from the closest poo bin before. And I didn't want to take him all the way back because I'd never get him back out again. So I cleaned up his poop after he had a poo. And I left the bag at the side of the path where I was, because I know I'm going back that way to pick it up. Normally I'd carry it around with me, but somebody's scared of plastic bags. So any time a plastic bag rustles, so he has a poo, and then I have to get a bag out, and it scares the living daylights out of him. So I'm being pulled left, right and centre and spun round and all of this stuff, whilst trying to pick poop up, whilst trying to stop him from standing in the poop, while making sure I don't fall in the poop. So it's fun times. Good boy. To just to do the pooper scooping in the first place. But there is one pooping right by the car park we're in. So I'll just grab that bag. It seems that we're the only ones with green bag around here, so it works out quite well. Although yesterday, because the poo bin has got red poo bags on them, and yesterday on the way back in again, I picked up 2 red poo bags that had just been, the poop had been scooped, but they'd just been left. So whether it was 4 other people doing the same thing as me, I don't know. But I picked them up and I popped them in the bin. Because that's what good dog owners do. Good dog owners don't want their dogs to lie down in grass and get covered in shit. So, yeah, there's that. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen... France is terrible for dog poo everywhere, I must admit. But all the other countries where you really wouldn't expect it have all been really clean. So yeah. And there it is. I can get the poo bag picked up because of idiot dog. Like this, you see. Oh dear, mate, come on this way. Oh, just picking up the bag and he's gonna freak out. Right, there we go. I need my hand free so I don't get poop all over everything. The biggest problem I find with parking on a wonk is you can't put as much coffee in your cup. So you have to keep watching it that way. So a funny thing happened yesterday, and to a lot of people this is going to seem weird. However, menopausal brain fog and what obviously now I know is ADHD, it's weird how much masking I did through my entire life, but as soon as my hormones started tanking with menopause, that the ADHD came out. It's funny because there were little bits of it that I could tell, like through my life, that was definitely something that was different with ADHD. And obviously with women's fluctuating hormones anyway, sometimes it was good, sometimes it wasn't. And now with none of them, it's like, yay, ADHD first. But lots of things have made sense to me. But I still keep getting caught out by certain things. And I was sat in my van and I was getting all stressed out because I had an integration to film and get approval for in a day. I had to edit a video. I had to send another complaint letter off on behalf of my dad. I had a work shift last night. There was all these things, and I looked round the van, and although most of the sides were tidy, I've got like a pile of things here that I keep doing the bed shuffle, and so I need to do a tidy up for those. And I kept moving things around, and I looked at the van, and I'm just like, it's still stressing me out. I don't know why I have to live in a dirty van, and there's a dog. And I know that this is new, and I was like this close to having a proper meltdown. And then I cleaned my van. I got my Dyson Animal Hoover, which, you know, we had from the house with Coop. And I took my time and I vacuumed all of the carpets and things, I mean, they need doing again, to make sure that there was no dog hair on. I wiped all the sides over. I sprayed the e-cover softener spray that I make on some of the furnishings and things, so it does no longer smell. I mean, it didn't smell doggy, but you could tell there was a dog in here. And I just did that. It literally took me 5 minutes. And then I'm stood there going, I like my van. I don't know what took me so long to figure out that if you want a clean van, you have to clean it. It's, I don't know, I think it's just totally overwhelmed with everything. And now it's like this revelation. It's like, oh my goodness, this is the thing. I mean, I would always get my little manual brush out and I'd brush my van like once or twice a day, make sure the floor was done, depending on where we were. I'd always vac the bed out, because there's nothing worse than like if you're standing on little bits on the floor that you get in bed and then the crumbs transfer to your bed. So I was vacuuming the bed and everything. And I think there was just so much going on, and I was concentrating so much on Murphy that I just forgot that you're supposed to clean your van. And it's just like, I mean, that's why I have lists for everything else, to be fair. I have lists of reminders galore, but there isn't one that says clean your van. What a knobhead, honestly. I was proper stressing about cleaning it. Oh, I don't like it. I need a new van. It's like, oh, I don't want to clean it. Let's just burn this one to the ground. So yeah. So I'm happy with the van again. And it's lovely and clean. Hey! Right, let's get this guy out for a walk. So, it's this morning. It is wet. That river, yesterday, I don't think I recorded anything to show how shallow it was, and I was worried about, well, not worried, but I was thinking I'm not going to do any fishing in there because there was nothing. It was a meandering little river. That is now not a meandering little river, and that looks like it's making its way up through the woodlands. Murphy! Murphy! Hiya, buddy! Hiya, look, he's so wiggly. Hiya, Dex, are you so wiggly? Oh, the wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, you're tangled up, mate. I'll stop recording and fix you. So this rain is supposed to stop in the next 2 hours. However, the amount of water that's been running down from the hills to here, just on this level, is ridiculous. So that river is just going to get worse and worse. I think I'll see if you can just about see from here, because I'm not going out getting wet again. You see all that water that's rushing in the middle of the screen there? So that's the middle leg of the bridge, and you can just about see the bridge from underneath on the other side. So that is, I'd say that's about a foot off hitting the side of the bridge. We can go up the hill from here, but I don't know where it's going to take us. So we kind of have to think fast, I think, and get over that bridge as soon as we can. So that's what's coming off the hills, and that's just one little bit coming through this car park here to the river. And we've just been for a walk up there, and there are many, many of these. Obviously, this is a runoff for this, what was a little river, which is now not. Oh, so we found a spot about 20 minutes up the road to see if we can and get up, just up out of the way, because we were going to have a nothing day today. We were going to literally make a point of doing nothing. We caught up with loads of work yesterday. We got loads of bits done. I'm not working a shift until tomorrow, so it was going to be just let's just relax. Let's let the boys play in one van. Let's watch some films, and I've actually talked to my husband for a change. So we're not going to try and go far, but we are finding it hard around here. We really are. Because of the stipulations that we have, there's loads of gorgeous harbourfront ones. We are a little bit restricted just while these guys start to calm down, and we'd prefer to be finding it difficult than for something bad to happen, of course. So yeah, 20 minutes up the road anyway, and I don't think we have to cross that bridge to get there. I think we'll probably get away with going up the hill, but then it is quite a tight bend on a hill like that, so I'm hoping that that there's not going to be any scrabbling of wheels and tyres and things to get there. So we'll soon find out, eh? That river there is supposed to be a stream. So if I put on the screen now what the river is supposed to look like, and that's how much runoff there's been. So yeah, and it's just going to get worse, and the park up I found literally follows this river all the way down, so we don't know what that's going to be like when we get there. So we're just going to go up. There's a pub just up here we've just gone past, and we're going to see what we can find parking wise from there. Well, pub stop it is. We had to come up past the pub, and we stopped at the top here while the coach reversed back. So we kind of saw that this was here. There are some people down the bottom that thought that a riverside view was perfect, which it looks like it would be beautiful if it wasn't for all of this rain, and it's just going to get worse. So there's a river that comes in from the side, and there, honestly, it's huge. However, on both search sites and Park for Night, this pub has got absolute rave reviews. Says that they do an absolutely epic Irish breakfast. So yeah, this is what we're going to go and try, and ask him if it's okay to stay here the night instead. And it's way high above the river, which is another bonus as well. Right, excuse the shadow, there's a light right over my head. This is our first Irish breakfast. John has wimped out and has swapped his pudding, black pudding, For more sausages and bacon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's black and white pudding apparently. I'm waiting for some toast. So we've been looking at getting some trackers, and we need to be at a place where obviously we can get deliveries. So in the meantime, it's all about taping air tags to your dog's collar. John has found he's got like a little tag holder that he's managed to pop on Dexter's collar. So I've got to resort to sticky back Velcro and electrical tape, it seems. So it is what it is. I know air tags are not ideal purely because we've got to have people with iPhones in the vicinity, and we like going walking in forests and things where there are technically no people with iPhones. But it's better than nothing. So if people do find him, if they have got an iPhone or anything like that, then it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. And the fact that these guys are still wanting to escape at a rate of knots, then that's what we're going to do. So yes, electrical tape and and spare air tags. Thank God we buy bulk in all of these things, because everything's got a blooming air tag in it. So I'm editing, and I just put Murphy's dinner down. So no questioning, just could smell that smelly salmon fish oil, and it's right in there. I get back to watching this back. I come in. Oh. Daddy, do me. Come on, then. Oh, this is a softy boy.